Okay, hello to everybody on Facebook and YouTube. This will be my first post. I have been saying I'm going to do this for a very long time, and now I finally am. I'm going to be posting all kinds of videos to do with training, nutrition, life lessons, everything to do with changing your body. First off, let's see. Well, I guess first I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I've been doing this for quite a few years now. Since an early age, I was lifted weights. I guess probably 7th, 8th grade, something like that. Started working out. I was an athlete. Got into football, obviously in high school. That paved the way to put football in college. Did wrestling in high school, track. Dabbled in mixed martial arts. Never done anything in the bodybuilding community. Never competed. Don't plan to compete. Get asked that a lot. Do not plan to compete in bodybuilding whatsoever, anytime, for any purpose. I do kind of like the idea of doing strongman, but those of you who know me know that I'm about half crippled. So doing strongman is probably not going to happen. But I do respect those guys. I like that. I call that a sport. Powerlifting, don't really care much about powerlifting. Doesn't appeal to me. My way of training is very specific. I'm very anal. Everybody calls me the workout Nazi. I'm very anal about form. I think that it's very important to really rely on just incredible form all the time. A couple things that I preach not to do, like ego lifting, worried about just trying to pick up a weight for the simple fact of picking up a weight. Most people have a very hard time wrapping their minds around the fact that you're training a muscle for the purpose. You're not just picking a weight up for it. I mean, if you're a powerlifter, that's fine. If you're into that. But if you're trying to change your body and you want to present a better body, you need to focus more on what you're doing. Good example of that would be squats. Well, for instance, squats. I can't do a squat. As mentioned, I'm about half crippled from sports, but the people that I do train do squats and everything. Doing a half squat is pretty much the most useless fucking thing you can possibly do. Doing a quarter squat is even more useless. And I see people that are, really involved in this world that should know better, that are constantly doing, quarter or a half a squat. I'm like, dude, stop, chill out with that. They got 5-6 plates on the thing. Obviously, they can't do that. Take the plate, take it down to like two and a quarter or something, and just squat all the way down. Give it 2 seconds. Squat all the way back, or stand all the way back up. How hard is that? What it is their egos will not allow them to do that. Their egos are too worried about, like, well, everybody's going to see me only lifting 2 plates and a quarter. Fuck everybody else. Who cares what everybody sees? It's irrelevant. The other person that's looking at you doing that is completely and totally irrelevant to your goals. You have a certain ideal that you see is correct in your mind that you want to achieve. They might see a different ideal. It doesn't matter. What they're doing is completely irrelevant to your goals. So, what I tell people is to, in essence, it's almost like you have to reteach yourself to do something. Once you do things wrong for so long, you train yourself, and in your mind you think, oh, well, I can squat 5 plates, 6 plates, or whatever. You can't. You can squat like 2 plates, So, admit that to yourself. Own that and say, okay, this is an area that I need to improve upon. So take it back to 2 and start building yourself back up little by little, and then, in a couple months you'll be back to probably close to where you were before with correct form, So that kind of stuff. That's it's a little small 3-minute rant or something like that. That's a taste of what I'm going to be doing on this thing. Another very important aspect of me doing this is to, and I will be doing this when I get more quote-unquote models, people that I can film doing this stuff. is to show correct form. And I train a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people now. Way more than I ever figured that I would. I always tell them I do not do this as for a living. I'm not a certified personal trainer. Do not have any desire to be a personal trainer at all. So, I do it on the side for fun to help people and everything. I do take it very seriously, but this is not my form of income. In other words, let's see. I just lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah. So we're gonna be recording people doing, especially things that I've kind of come up with, my little Price Original exercises. We're going to be recording people doing those things and be able to show people on a long, halfway across the country, somebody from the middle of the country or California or whatever hits me up saying, hey, I need a workout. I give them the workout. Half the stuff is things that I've come up with personally over the years. And they say, well, I've never even heard of this. So I say, well, go to the YouTube channel, check it out. That's the correct form. That kind of thing. Let's see. Probably going to start with that in the next couple weeks. I've been meaning to do that forever. I've got a bunch of really cool people I'm training right now that are in good shape, that know what's going on. So I'll film some of those. I can't film myself, obviously, doing things like that. Anyway, I look forward to making more videos. Hopefully the next couple will go smoother than this one. I'm not particularly good at technology, so it might take me a little bit to figure out how to upload this video, but I'll figure it out. What else? There was one more thing I wanted to touch on. Nutrition. I will also, and my girlfriend will be providing tips on how to cook your food and everything. I'm the kind of guy, I don't care if my food tastes good. It is irrelevant to me if it tastes good. It only matters if it works or not. My girlfriend does not share that sentiment. She wants things to taste good. She's she does it. She does this for a living. She wants this. She wants her food to taste really good and to be enjoyable for her to eat and all that sort of stuff. So her approach to cooking is a little bit different than mine. So hopefully I'll have her on here and kind of improve upon my thoughts on the subject. But we will be speaking on how to cook your food clean, where you're not adding anything to it, where you can eat correctly and not have to worry about, adding salt where it shouldn't be salt, and adding carbs where it shouldn't be carbs, that kind of thing. Well, I guess that is about it for now. If you have any questions, you go ahead and hit me up on Facebook. I'm sure if any of you are watching this, you probably have my Facebook. So that's where I do the majority of my training, is on Facebook. It's easier for me to correspond with people, to see their pictures uploaded. I mean, I can train somebody most of the time without ever even seeing them. I mean, I have people all over the country I train that, never even met in person. But I mean, I can tell if they're doing things correctly. I can tell if their body's changing, if they're eating right, that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And any questions, get me on Facebook. If you just heard about the about the YouTube channel through whoever and decide you want to jump on the train and start training a little bit, make up your mind, because it's going to be hard on you. But get me on Facebook and we'll get you started. All right, appreciate your time. Goodbye.